everyone. This is Parveen. Today we are in the class 10th Geography, 3rd session, Chapter 2, Forest and Wildlife Resources. Now, in this particular chapter, in our first and second session, we have seen that there are different varieties of species which we have in forest. There is a different kinds of plants and animals, or different kinds of different species of plants and animals which we have in forest. Those are called as wild plants and wild animals, or you can say wildlife resources. Now, we have seen that these different kinds of animals and species have or are in danger of getting extincted. And as a human being, we are misusing the wildlife resources, and because of the deforestation, wildlife resources are getting extincted, and there is a big loss of the forestry or forest resources. So now in today's session, we will see that how we can conserve those forest and wildlife resources which are getting extincted, or maybe in future they will get extincted. So today we will see that. Now when we talk about the conservation of forest and wildlife resources, now why conservation of forest and wildlife resources is necessary, and in conservation of resources, what we are going to protect or what we are going to prevent, we will see that first. Okay, so when we talk about the conservation of forest and wildlife resources, in the conservation we can prevent the ecological, or we try to prevent the ecological diversity, which is our life support system. Now ecological diversity means biodiversity. As we have seen in our first session, what do we mean by biodiversity? Biodiversity means there are different kinds or different species of animals and plants which we have in the whole world, and human beings are also included in biodiversity. Now human being or these different kinds of species and plants, they depend upon each other. There is an interdependency of these different kinds of living beings with each other, which we can say biodiversity, that we are linked with each other, or we depend upon each other somehow, or somehow we or each other, we depend upon each other, which makes our life support system. That means somehow plants are depend upon human beings, air, water. Somehow animals are depends upon plants and different kinds of species or different kinds of animals. Human beings depends upon plants and animals for their livelihood or for their food items. So over here we can say that each of us act as our life support system for each other, which is called as biodiversity. Or when we are conserving that wildlife resources, we try to conserve or we try to prevent the ecological diversities which we have in the world. And by preventing those ecological diversity, we try to prevent the life support system, because the biodiversity each of us depend upon each other. Each of us are acting as a life support system for each of us. So over here we can say that to prevent biodiversity or to prevent ecological diversity is very important. To conserve them is very important. Second one, it prevents genetic diversity of plants and animals. As we have seen that we are having a diversity of plants and animals. We are having different kinds of species and animals in the whole world. And those species and animals, many times it happens that there are a particular specific species of animals and plants which are very rare. We cannot find them everywhere. So these species of animals and plants are very much important, or has an importance according to the environment or according to the life support system. So we try to prevent the genetic diversity of these plants and animals so that they will not get extincted. So that in future, our future generation will not have a negative effect of that extinction of these genetic plants and animals. So in conservation policies or in conservation programs, we try to prevent genetic diversities of plants and animals, or different rare kinds of species of animals and plants. Third one, it also prevents aquatic diversities. See, when we talk about marine life, in marine life we are having different unique kind of species of plants and animals, which in today's world also there are many aquatic life which we are not known about. And these aquatic lives or these aquatic plants and animals are having a very much important in our biodiversity or in our ecological system. So in conservation plans, we also try to prevent aquatic diversities. So when we talk about conservation plans, we try to prevent ecological diversities, which is our life support system. We also try to prevent genetic diversities of plants and animals, and we also tries to prevent the aquatic diversities or unique aquatic diversities which we have in the world. Now, when we talk about the conservation policies or conservation programs of wildlife resources, in India, there are many laws, or government has made many laws to prevent wildlife resources. Now we will see what are those laws or policies which Indian government makes to protect its wildlife resources. First one, in 1960 and 1970, National Wildlife Program have been enacted by the government to prevent the animals and plants, to prevent the wild animals and wild plants. And to do so, government tries to decrease the deforestation and government tries to make new forest. Government tries to generate new forest by having a trees in the forest areas. Government tried to make the new forest areas to prevent the deforestation. So according to this particular law, this particular program, so you can say that between 1960 and 1970, government has enacted many national wildlife programs and policies to prevent the biodiversity and to prevent the animals and plants which we have in forest. Next one, in 1972, Wildlife Protection Act was implemented by the government, and through this act, hunting got banned and deforestation also got decreased, so that according to this particular law, wildlife animals or wildlife plants have been protected from the human beings or from the deforestation. Next one, an All India list of protected species was published. So we have seen that there are different kinds of species which are like endemic species, rare species, endangered species, who is having a fear to get extincted in the future. That is why there are different kinds of animals who comes under those categories of species. Government has made one list to protect these animals, and that list has been published publicly or commonly, so that people will know that what are the species of animals and plants which we have, which are going to extinct if we are not preventing them. So that to make people aware of these plants and animals which can be get extincted, government published all these animals or all these species, endangered species, in one list, and they published it publicly. Central and state government establishes many national parks and wildlife sanctuaries to prevent those wildlife animals and wild plants which we have. There are many examples, like over here in Godda also we have one biodiversity diversity place opposite the Godda College, where you can see that government has make one biodiversity plant over there, in which there are different kinds of artificial animals and plants are there, through which government tries to make us understand that what different kinds of rare species which we have of animals and plants which can be get extincted if we can't prevent them. So through that, government tries to make us aware of the different kinds of species which we have. So central government and state government makes many different national parks and wildlife sanctuaries to prevent the animals and plants which we have. Central government also announced several projects for protecting specific animals, like we have a Project Tiger. Okay, we have a Project Tiger or Save Tiger, through which we are trying to save the tigers which are getting extincted. Or what are the animals which are in this list, we will see that. Tiger, three-horned rhino, freshwater crocodile, saltwater crocodile, all these are the animals which needs prevention, which needs to be prevented. That is why all these animals comes under this list, and to prevent these animals, government makes several projects. Government also focuses on preventing biodiversity, different species of plants and animals. Wildlife Act of 1980 and 1986 has made several specific animals or specific species of animal. In this particular project or in this particular act, different kind of species, rare species comes under one list, and hunting of those animals has been prevented or make a criminal law against them who are hunting those animals or those species. In 1991, plants have been made, or the plants are also included in that particular list which need to be prevented. So all these are the laws and policies of plants which our government makes to prevent the wildlife resources in India. I hope you have understand this particular topic. In our next topic, we will see the different types of forests which we have in India. Till then, thank you.